Hello and welcome back. Keep your hand in your skirt. My name is Sabrina Brightstar. I am your host, Keep Your Hand in Your Skirt podcast. Today's topic is, why are there so many people channeling all of a sudden? And part two, who do I trust? How do I know who has a pure channel or pure information? So that is another question. I am very grateful for the questions. It really does support and help me come up with topics to create these videos, these podcasts. So thank you for that. As always, whenever I answer a question, I'm going to answer the question from my filters, from my flavor, my style. So when I go in and I ask myself, why are there so many channelers or new people showing up? I instantly, it feels good to me. It feels like it is an indicator or evidence that spirituality and curiosity in spirituality is raising across the planet. Collectively, it feels like more and more people are interested in spiritual topics. They're just curious. So they might not believe in anything, but it just seems like more and more people are taking an interest in having some questions and being curious. So I personally just think it's just a beautiful indicator that we're on the timeline, that I'm on the timeline that is of my highest excitement. So I love all of the different people that are showing up and interested in spirituality. I don't believe there is a competition, because I sincerely believe as more and more people are getting involved in spirituality and consciousness, I believe more and more people are going to, they're going to look for answers outside of themselves, right? That's how most of us do it. That's how most of us evolve. In the beginning, we look for answers outside of us. We look for people that we think have good hearts or pure information. We look to them to give us feedback, to give us the information, to give us the answers. But then as we evolve, as our consciousness grows, as our awareness expands, we start to realize all of the information is inside. We each of us equally have access to infinite intelligence. No one person deserves to get more infinite intelligence or more resource of information. Some people have developed the skills that have made it easier for them to receive clearer information, or more, like their data stream is wider, larger, their capacity can hold more, but not one person gets to be more special. No one is more special. This is an equal opportunity ability. And as well as it's like a muscle, or it's like a skill set that we need to develop. Okay, just as an example, piano. I've got a piano behind me. If I've never played the piano and I want to sit down and play it, and I try to compare myself to someone who's been playing 20 years, are they going to feel and sound like they are the expert and I'm the newbie? Yes, but does that mean I do not have the ability to learn the piano? No, it just means they have more practice, they have more time in, they have more experience. Yeah, they might have certain skills that help them with music better than I do, but I'm going to have my own customized, unique skills that's going to help me create something with music that's going to be different than what they can do. So I really, really believe as more of us are interested in these topics, we're going out, but then we're starting to come in. We're realizing we have the awareness, wow, I can train myself or develop some practices or develop some patterns to start looking within for information. And the more I do that, the more I practice that, the more I play in that. Because again, I believe, my firm belief is spirituality. Everything should be fun, especially spirituality. Evolution, growth, consciousness, I believe the fundamental behind it should be fun. That's my flavor, that's my belief. So if anything feels like hard work or should, to me, that's an indicator I'm on the wrong path, or I'm in the wrong group. I'm in the wrong association, because I believe in the joy, the fun, the ease of it all. So going back to the question, why are so many people channeling now? I just feel like people, I actually also feel that the veils are really thin. I feel it's easier to start to get information, so people are encouraged. They're starting, some people are like studying the Akashic records, and then they're like, oh my gosh, I get information, I can do this. And so I think our confidence is growing. I think there's more teachers teaching different topics and modalities and ways for people to go within, and people are starting to recognize that, oh my gosh, this is, I too can do this. This is exciting. So I think it's growing and it's building. As far as a pure channel, how can you know if someone's pure? Well, I don't care who you are. My belief is everyone is going to channel based on their frequency at that now moment. And we all know our frequencies can change. So my frequency at this now moment, my filters at this now moment, my timeline at this now moment, I am going to transfer information based on all of those conditions. So the variables are always, always, always changing. So my frequency can change, my set point can change, my timeline can change, like all of those can change on a dime. So I believe it's smart to take everything with, this can be true, and it might also not resonate with me. This might sound good, and I might not agree with it. This comes from somebody I really respect. I really man, they've been so consistent for years and years and years. They could never be off. And is that really true? Because we are imperfect humans, each and every one of us. We are all imperfect. So when we expect a channel to show up in perfection, I think that's a disservice to ourselves and a disservice to them. I don't think that allows that freedom for imperfection. And I think that thinking someone is always pure 100% all the time, I just feel like that's too much pressure. That's making them too special, too significant. And as we take everyone off the pedestals, we can respect people, we can honor people, but our culture, the separation culture, taught us to put people on pedestals, making somebody up here and then putting me way down here. That is the separation program. And as we're leaving the separation program, we start to realize and know and have awareness we're all equal. So we can still really like people, we can still really respect people, we can still really, get high from people. There's tons of channelers, spiritual people that I love, 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 and I consistently listen to. And I'm aware that I also ultimately, what feels right in my body trumps anything I hear. So I don't get rattled if somebody happens to say something that's not in alignment with what my body feels or my beliefs are or what my multidimensional aspects have communicated with me. There's space for everyone. And that's the other thing, is when we recognize we are each customized for our own awakening, we can't wake up like our neighbor, because we are not our neighbor. We don't know their past. We don't know their frequency. We don't know the ins and outs. We don't know what triggers. We don't know anything, right? We can project. And what is projection? Projection is a part of the separation program right? We're making assumptions and projections, and that disconnects us from our relationship with other people and our relationship with ourselves. So I just think it's important to enjoy people and also know people, what they share might not resonate with you, and that's okay. You can still like them, like a lot of what they do. A lot of times I believe something can be true and also not true at the same time. So I do think it's individualized based on your own heart, your own knowing, your own information from your own multidimensional self. Thank you.